Now we're going to practice using subplots. Now with subplots, there's actually like a million bajillion different ways you can do subplots or whatever. Subplots are cool. Basically the idea is, say I've got just a ton of data and I'm going to write over I, and that's okay because I don't care. Tangent, and then it's, I don't know, cotangent, and I don't know, arcsecant. No, not arcsecant. How about hyperbolic sine? No, it's cinched this way. And then like this. So I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things to plot. Okay, so this is how we're going to do it. We're actually going to use something called subplots. We're going to say subplot, I want a 2 by 3 matrix of plots, okay? And in the first one, I want you to plot T and F, okay? And then subplot, still a 2 by 3 matrix of subplots. In the second position, I want you to plot T and G. And we're going to keep doing this. And basically what happens is that MATLAB fills in those plots by row, just like if you were filling in a matrix by a row. You know, you say here's the first element, the second element, the third element, and then you go to the new line. So I'm saying here's the first plot, the second plot, and the third plot, and then I want to go to the new line. So whenever I say 4, since I've done a 2 by 3, whenever I hit 4, it's going to go to the next line and then plot the next one. And this is kind of silly at this point. 2, 3, 5, plot T and J, and then H, I, J, K. Should I go to K? No, I can't count. Let's do it like that. Okay, so now whenever I run this, I actually get a ton of values. Okay, so you see here's the first plot, and you kind of got to compare to what's going on. So you can see I've got log, the first one, then I have sine, then I have cosine, you can't see it, then I have tangent, cotangent, and hyperbolic sine. So there they are. Now what's cool about this, and I'm going to go ahead and close it because that's good practice, is that once you say subplot, basically what it does is it puts focus on that coordinate spot. So I could say subplot in that first spot, and now I want to add a title that says log. And then on the second one, I could plot it, and then I say I want to put a title that says sine. And then on the next one, I could plot it and put a title that says, whatever it was, cosine. And I can go ahead and I can title all of these. But every time I say subplot, and I'm going to separate them out a little bit now. Every time I say subplot, basically it changes the focus back to that certain area. And I don't have to do these in order. I'm just doing it in order because it makes kind of sense to. And then I had a tangent, and then I had a cotangent, and then I had a hyperbolic sine, like that. So now these little labels are all on here. And I can actually change things just like I would with a regular plot. So I can say, I want that to be a red line, and now it's a red line. I could decide that I want to plot for some reason tangent and cotangent on the same level, cotangent and tangent. So I could actually plot two things on the same line. They're kind of hiding because they're the same color. So let's make the tangent one red still. There. So now cotangent and tangent are plotted on the same line, and I can get all kinds of weird stuff going on. I can change the axes on each one of these. I can add x-axis labels and y-axis labels. This is all kinds of crazy. You can have a lot of fun just messing with these, getting them really, really nice, really the way you want them. Something that's also kind of cool is, let's just pretend instead of one of these being sine, let's just make this be t squared. Okay, so t squared. So down here, instead of calling it hyperbolic sine, I could actually do t squared and write it like that. And what's cool is if I run it, look, it actually puts the 2 up there. So if for some reason this was like t sub 1, I could say t sub 1 squared, and it would say t sub 1 squared. It's kind of cool. Or I could say t sub n minus 1 squared, or like 2, I don't know, minus whatever. But anyway, you could do all kinds of fun things with your titles and with your figures. And then say for some reason that you wanted to come in here and multiply sine by pi. There's actually, you can go in, there's all kinds of characters, and if you really want to know, you can just Google it. But if I wanted to, you know, instead of multiplying or plotting g, I want to plot pi times g, I could actually say pi times sine. And if I show up, look, it has a little pi symbol in it. So there's just crazy amounts of things that you can do in customizing these and making them look cool. It just kind of depends on what you're looking for.